always wanted to hear my parents tell me they was proud. When you're going through not having legs like myself, there's no crowd cheering for you because you're not on the field playing sports. You're not doing nothing. It just makes me feel so good because that's what I've been missing. My name is Carl Williams. I'm 38 years old, and I'm from Houston, Texas. I had meningitis when I was 11 months old. When I was growing up, I didn't have any disabled friends, none whatsoever. I looked like everyone else in my eyes because that's all I've ever known was to wake up, put on my prosthetics, interact with everybody else. When I got in high school, that's when I was like, hey man, I'm all alone. Like no one looks like me. By then, I was looking at myself, I'm like, okay, I don't have any legs, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to be on the football field and run, so I just knew already, like, yo, don't do that. The first time I went to West Gray was to play tennis. Once I came inside, they were playing in rugby, and I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. They was hitting each other with the wheelchairs, and I'm like, dude, that got to hurt. I came back again, and that's when I was like, okay, man, I'll give it a try. And I fell in love the first time I played. And going to play rugby with those guys opened my eyes. I think we were able to see, like, okay, not in a bad way, but that could be me. I was upset at first because I didn't understand it. I was 11 months old. I hadn't done nothing to nobody to deserve what I was going through. So I was upset for a long time. And then I realized, man, it ain't that bad. My dad said that the only difference between you and somebody else, son, is they can see your flaws. You can't see theirs, but they got them. Playing rugby is very, very competitive. The only difference is guys are in a wheelchair, but you're still a man. So all those hormones and all that raginess that we have, all the bro stuff is still there. They just in wheelchairs. Best of the rest, that's where all the teams that didn't go to nationals, it's for those guys. And they all get together and we just bang it out and we have a little tournament of our own. This will be my first time playing, like, a lot versus the first time I played. My kids, man, it's something. My kids are something, man. My oldest, he reminds me the most of me. You know, he's a little bit of, I wouldn't say shy, but I'm gonna say shy. He's not too talkative, you know, unless he warms up to you. That's how I am. My middle son, he's very much so like his mom. Talkative, go up to anyone, start talking. He don't even know him, he's just talking. And my daughter, she's a mixture. But they're awesome kids. All right. Yo, hey, this the MTV Cars edition right here. You see them things? But anyways, here's the hand controls. You push in for the brake, down for the gas. Get it before I pick the kids up. This knob is used for you to turn with. Like some guys, they don't have hand function, and I feel like I got more control over the car that way. Sitting here and I think about my life, man. It's just like I'm proud of myself being in my situation. Most of the people, they don't do anything. They quit, they live off their little Social Security, and that's it, man. I started working when I was in high school. I was doing telemarketing, didn't like that. Then I went to work for Little Caesars, and I was actually standing up, making pizzas, saving my money, got me a nice car from the start. Had my apartment fully furnished when I got it, from the start. So don't let nobody tell you, man, that you can't do something. I did it all with no legs. My mom told me when I was younger, because I was having one of my moments, and she said, don't let nobody call you handicapped, because handicapped means you can't do nothing for yourself. And you can do stuff for yourself. You might just do things differently from other people, but you are not handicapped. That's why I don't have a handicap sticker on my car. You know, I had one to park. You know, you gotta get that parking extra. You gotta park up front, man. Now, I'm gonna use the benefits on that one, but no, I didn't put that on my license plate. They have computer chips in them that communicate with each other, like with the knee and the foot and all that. Like, so if I take a step, my knee is saying to the foot, we're walking right now. When I stop, it's saying that we're standing right now. So I won't like just fall backwards or nothing. That's how I can like stand at one spot.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, bro?
Go to the other side. Oh, you got pizza, cookies. Oh my. Hey, get off my seat. My name is Ava. And then my name is Austin.
Right here and hope for the best.
Kristen. What?
I would.
Hey, at least we don't have to go to school tomorrow.
That's always a blessing. Mine's or his?
No, how about we just read
clap
two
you.
right?
I got the poison skin, boy. I got the what? See,
I pick my kids up. First thing we do, homework, get a snack. From that point on, if they want to play the video game or something like that, we playing. They play video game. 9 times out of 10, they want to play with their friends. They don't really want to play with me. To send me a pet, they sent me an.
His head. Oh no, a snake!
I'm Ashley and I am Carl's wife. Carl and I met almost 11 years ago online. He continued to message me. Yes. And he told all his friends that the second I walked out the door, he was in love at first sight. And
Vice versa, though.
no, it was not. I found out about his arms when we first met, when he met me at my parents' house. But it took a minute because he kept leaning on his car in a certain way. And it was dark outside because he didn't get to my parents' house till after 11. It wasn't until I said, you have to feed me, and we did the tacos at Jack in the Box that he turned and his arms were different. And I was just like, okay, because we were instilled that didn't make a difference. I consider him my best friend, but I also have girlfriends. You know, it's like you have people at work you're cool with. You need that, and I think that he needed something. You need an outlet that's not a video game. He's always been a gamer, and I would tease him and I would say, the reason you like games so much is because you get to become someone else. You're a person who does everything that everybody else can do because you're in a video game. And so I was on Facebook literally looking up like adaptive or support groups. Me looking up a group brought up adaptive tennis.
Right. And
I end up emailing them. If y'all can direct him to other places. I was just like begging people to be his friend, basically. So the guy emails me back and says, oh, he can come out and see if he likes it. And the first day he went back, he called me in the car, and I never forget, he was like, thanks, babe. Carl, prior to sports, Carl was very withdrawn. Carl was quick to temper. Carl was not good at expressing himself. Carl was not great with communication. Not outgoing at all. Very much into his routine of life. He went to the grocery store on Fridays. He ate fish. No, honestly, he ate fish on this day. He would do this on this day. Anything that didn't ping pong and that threw him completely off. Carl, after sports, is like a completely new person. He expresses himself. Although he's still very anxious to do new stuff, he does at least try.
I was so excited to receive this, I started crying at work. I was trying to hold back the tears, but it meant so much. I'm trying to get choked up now, but
it meant a lot.
When you go through stuff like that, man, you ain't never had. You've always wanted that. Like I always wanted this when I got to high school and I really started noticing me being different, man. I always wanted something like this because I would see I watch stuff on ESPN, these guys they have awards and stuff, and they have it all up on their wall and stuff. I always wanted something like that. So when I got one, it just really touched me because I always wanted one. So it still mean a lot to me, man.
Yeah.
It mean a lot to me.
Yeah. It's an awesome accomplishment, honey. One of many to come.
Yeah. So hopefully next game, play with the same intensity and we'll have fun and get the W. Love you. Stop looking at social media. Stop looking at everybody else. Stop worrying about what they got, what they doing, how they look. And remember that you are awesome and you are great at all times. And they got flaws too. They do whatever they do to cover it up. But they're thinking about themselves just as much as you're thinking about you. Love you.